Animal Crossing is home to some of the best character designs in Nintendo gaming history. In today's video, we will be looking at the best and the worst Animal Crossing villagers of each and every entire species in the game. Now, this is not my opinion, but the community's opinion that was voted on by thousands of fans. Let's get started. This will be done alphabetically unless I mess up, which definitely could happen because I'm not the brightest tool in the shed. Some D's might be in front of some B's. It'll be annoying. Gale is the first alligator villager, and she is the best according to fans. You guys gave her a big heart. Allie is the worst alligator according to fans, and wow, do I disagree with you. She's a snooty villager who instead has 1 heart instead of Gale's 10 hearts, and that's on her lips and her snout. She's a bit aggressive, and I like that. Antonio is an anteater, and he is a loved anteater. You guys love him for some reason, and you know what? I agree. He has a good color scheme. I like the dude. Nothing wrong with him. Go Antonio. The most disliked anteater is a snooty villager named Snooty. Now, this Animal Crossing villager did not win the genetic or personality lottery, okay? People don't really like anteaters too much, and they don't really like snooty villagers too much, especially ones named Snooty. But the best bear, it's Teddy. Look at that shirt. He looks like he's ready to intern for an English professor. And those beautiful brows, so thick you could probably cut a steak with it. But the worst, it's Paula, who I think looks too much like Carol Baskin from Tiger King. Tell me you didn't see it. Pause the video, go look it up. It will be engraved in your head for way too long. Actually, let's move on before we get too into Paula. Piper. You can tell by the shock in my voice that I didn't expect Piper to be this high, just because you'll see throughout this video, people generally don't like the snooty female villagers. Those tend to be my favorites, so I'm happy to see Piper this high. Robin! Did you know that Robin is a peppy female villager? I didn't. I had to look it up. So good for Robin for, you know, defying the typical Animal Crossing design. I like Robin. Stu is the best bull according to fans. And fans, I agree with you. Stu's color scheme is so much fun. It's all the most beautiful blues put together. It's like a beautiful, you know, morning sky. It's great. On the flip side, a lot of you would be sleeping through T-Bone, and I definitely disagree. You know, cows are one of the most mistreated animals in human history, and I think we should show T-Bone some love. T-Bone for president, okay? Now, the next villager, Raymond, is someone I seriously worry a lot of you would probably vote for president. Like, actually, if you had the chance to, you'd probably write him in on the ballot. And maybe he wouldn't be that bad of a choice. All things considered, he knows a lot. Okay, Monique is the most hated cat, though. And with that beautiful eyeshadow, how could it be? And those eyebrows that, you know, curve like a piece of bread that just got, you know, mutilated by hand. I love it. Goose. Goose, goose, goose. Chicken. I was very surprised to see Goose this high up. And are gooses chicken? Are geese chicken? I don't know the biotics, the biology, whatever it's called, of chicken. So I'm just going to move on to the next one. Brofina. Yes, queen. Flaming hot chicken. To be honest with you, these two should be flipped around. Look at that dress. That looks like it cost half a leg. It looks so beautiful on her. Her color seems amazing. What happened? Now, I just learned, seriously 2 days ago, that cows and bulls are female and male. So all cow villagers are females and all bull villagers are male. So here's Tipper, who is an amazing villager, and Naomi, who's also an amazing female cow. Now, as you can tell, people just don't have a good eye for fashion. People don't like Naomi despite her being one of the most fashionable divas in the world. But of course, you all love Judy, and I love Judy too. She's so cool. I love her galactic eyes. I used to not like her, but boy, have times changed. As for the least loved cub, it's Cody. And I agree with you so much. Cody is just really just upsetting looking. He looks like the type of kid who would just beat you up, okay? Like throw eggs at you. I don't like it. I don't like it. No. Cody Eric. Meet Eric. Eric is a very likable deer villager, and he's one of my favorite villagers of all time. He looks like he loves to knit warm sweaters, probably because he's wearing one, but also give it to you for free for Christmas and not expect a gift in return. Bruce definitely is not the same type of giving. He is a smug villager, or is he cranky? Either way, it fits. I mean, Bruce. He looks like he's up to something, but I want to know what it's about, you know? Lucky, not so lucky. He is wrapped in bandages and we don't know why. I assume not for good reasons. You usually aren't wrapped in bandages when you're feeling your most healthy, but maybe he's the exception. Benjamin is not the exception. He is the least liked dog villager. Why? I like his eyes. They're red, they're haunting, and his eyebrows look like birds. Like feathers, right? If you stay in touch with all my Animal Crossing videos, you know that Ketchup is my newest villager, and she's the most loved duck. Good for her. I love her too. I don't even like Ketchup that much as a condiment, but Ketchup the villager all the way. Glory, on the other hand, y'all do not like her. Why? Is it because she has purple hair and great eyeshadow? I'm telling you, the key to knowing if a villager is liked or not is in the eyeshadow. Apollo is the most loved eagle. Now, I really like his old man energy. I mean, this guy looks like he is 70, right? I don't think we can say that about many villagers, but I can definitely say it about Apollo. And I love the representation of an older man in Animal Crossing. While Buzz, on the other hand, he's this young entrepreneur businessman starting up a new restaurant fresh in town, right? He's an entrepreneur. While Tia, on the other hand, she is the best friend you've always wanted, right? I think so. She is so cute, she's so nice, and I love her so much, and she is the community's most loved elephant. Now, for the longest time in my life, I thought elephants were giraffes and giraffes were elephants. I'm very proud of myself to say that Big Top is an elephant and not a giraffe. So, that's character progression. The next villagers are frog villagers, and you all love Lily. Yeah, I get it. Okay. The big, or like, what are they? Like pink cheeks? They look like lily pads on her face, her facial cheeks. I don't know. Tad, on the other hand, I think would be a much better contender for the best frog. But on the other hand, the community thinks he's the worst. No. I like Tad way more than Lily personally. He's big eyes and his great colors. I love it. For the goats, it's obvious that Sherb is the most loved goat. For good reasons. He's just so effortlessly cute. He's just like the Apollo, where he kind of gives like an older vibe for some reason. Gruff. I mean, just say his name 3 times and you'll probably spit up some green phlegm. Right? I like it. Who doesn't like a little bit of green phlegm? You look at it, you're like, wow, that's kind of cool. Am I a monster? Okay, I'm kidding. Boone. Oh my gosh, Boone is such a good gorilla villager. Those colors are spectacular and they match his vest, if you will. Next, we have Caesar, who is the most disliked gorilla villager. Now, I don't really know why. He's got a big A. Maybe people don't like the letter A nowadays. Is that kind of uncommon, unpopular, the letter A? A is for Apple, and Apple is an A+ hamster villager. You all know, if you know me, I have many experiences with Apple, and she is definitely my favorite wild villager. She is so unpredictable. Next with Soleil? I don't know. I would hate to be the teacher or the doctor that has to like roll call and be like, is Soleil in the room? Soleil? Feels like a spelling contradiction. Biff is the most loved hippo villager. Biff looks like he will eat your arm off. And I like that energy. He's got that Naruto Brock Lee eyebrow going. I love it, right? Rocco's not aggressive. Rocco is very, like, chill. You know, you can go to the lagoon, wherever hippos live, lay in there like it's a hot tub, and just talk to Rocco all night long. Julian is another very chill villager. He goes at the speed of 0.25. You know, when you go to a YouTube video and slow it down a bit, that's Julian in Animal Crossing villager form. Okay, Clyde. Wow. Clyde, I don't know. He's got that, like, what are those called? Thetas? You know, the 0 with a cross in it for eyes? I don't like math, so I don't know. I can't really comment on that. Walt, Kangaroo. Walt is very cool. He is a samurai master, and he could teach you a few things with his wise history, right? I really like his design. We have Carrie. Carrie, oh my gosh. I love Carrie, who is the most disliked Animal Crossing kangaroo. What the heck? You know, that's a little frustrating. She looks so kind, so friendly. What's up with that? Melba, Koala, most loved. I like that her ears kind of look like salmon or like strawberry and cream. So that's all I can really comment on Melba. But we have Yuka, who is the most disliked koala. Yuka is actually way better than Melba, in my opinion. She's very icy, very dark blue. I really like her a lot. Great design, really great design. We have Rex, who is the most loved lion. Now, there's tigers and there's lions in this game, and I really don't know how to tell the difference between the two, but I think it's the mane, and his mane is cool looking. Mott. He is not that great, right? I mean, that color scheme, it's like a mucusy, hate to bring it back to the mucus. It's a mucusy green with red velvet curtain colored hair. I like it. I like the hair. Shari, I mean, she has been on my island longer than most friends stay in an average person's life. Shari, you are a legend. Now, for Elise, I like the mole. I mean, I like it, right? I like the big red glasses. I like the tail. Don't know why she's so disliked. She can come to my island anytime she wants. Brocklow is the most loved mouse. Now, I don't want to take too much credit for this, but most of my villagers are the most loved villagers on this list. I think it's because of me. No, I won't give myself that much credit. I'm not that delusional. Limburg is a mouse, the most hated mouse. Yeah, Limburg. I like the 5 o'clock shadow. That's more like a 5-month later shadow. Is that supposed to be pimples on his cheek? As someone who used to have terrible acne, I used to be on Accutane, I'm a bit offended. Zucker. Love Zucker. I mean, what else am I supposed to say about Zucker? You guys know that I love Zucker. He's my favorite villager, with Pom Pom in the top 2. So, Octavian, this is very annoying when I have to rank the octopus villagers, because there's only 3 of them, so it's like, Octavian's the most hated octopus. When in reality, he's one of the most loved villagers in the entire game. I love an ostrich. Don't get it twisted. But Flora being the most loved is a little unpredictable to me. I love Phoebe, Julia. Flora's good too. Let's not crack down too much on Flora. But Sandy is the most disliked ostrich. How come? I'm telling you, when people have a snooty personality and a really powerful eyeshadow, Animal Crossing fans just don't like them for some reason. I disagree. Roll, of course, is the most loved penguin. This is like talking about who's the most popular bat superhero. It's like, okay, Batman, duh. So that's my opinion on Rolled. I like him. And I like Batman too, okay? Calm down. Frigga is the least liked penguin villager. Now, I know in this video I say best and worst, but I hope you know that, you know, a lot of people like the worst villagers, even though they're quote-unquote the worst or least popular. So popularity doesn't mean anything. That's why in this video I'm trying to show you that a lot of these most quote-unquote hated villagers I like more than the most loved, and I love these most hated villagers. Gala is the most liked pig, while Chops is the least liked pig. Yeah, this is, I know I just gave a super heartfelt speech. I feel no love towards Chops. I definitely agree with this decision. No, 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 sir. Coco is the most loved rabbit. Now, if I saw Coco in the middle of the street, I'd say, huh, what's going on? But then I'd want to know more, right? I like Coco. Amazing design. Claude is the least liked rabbit. Are these rabbits or are they bunnies? Again, this is another situation where I just don't know animal biology. Anyways, I like the polka dot shirt. I'll give him that. But yeah, his design is not too great. On the other hand, we have Meringue. Now, Animal Crossing fans are very, very obvious. They only like Rhino villagers when they have food on their nose. I do not agree with this rhetoric. Rhonda, who has no fruit on her nose, is the most disliked Rhino villager. So if I were a Rhino villager and I wanted to get a lot more love, I would just plop on an apple on my nose and hope for the best. Okay, Dom is a sheep villager and quite obviously the most loved sheep villager. Yeah, an icon, a legend. I love the rainbow shirt. What else can I say about Dom? But Bob. This is the most hilarious name of any villager. Barbara. Too good. Marshall is the most loved squirrel villager and probably the best. Just a very good, simple design. You know, if you showed me Marshall without telling me he's popular, I wouldn't guess he's super popular. But he is. He's very simple designed. I like him a lot. Ricky, I mean, this just looks like any villain in any type of animal TV show, right? He just looks like a villain, which, not even like a cool villain, right? I don't know. Bianca is a tiger villager, and she is amazing at that. That pattern all across her body is probably the best pattern of any Animal Crossing villager in this game. So nice. Rowan does not get the same fate. He is the least loved villager that happens to be a tiger. And why? His colors are so beautiful, and that blue contrasts the orange so well. It's a great design. Audie, we're at our last villager species here. Wow, the video's almost over. Wow, don't leave yet. Audie's great. What can we say about Audie? She is an amazing villager. And finally, the quote-unquote worst wolf villager. Not in my eyes. That's what this video is all about, folks. Spreading love. Something can be known as the worst or ranked last on a list, but you can still have your fan. Even if your favorite artist is last on the list or your favorite movie is hated by critics, it can still be amazing and you can still love it. That's what I want the message to be from this video. Now, please comment down below which one of the quote-unquote worst villagers is actually a villager you really love. For me personally, I love Tad, the frog villager, but technically, according to this list, he's the worst. So again, just because your favorite villager is the worst based on this list does not mean that they're bad or they can't be loved. Actually, that probably means you should love them even more. Keep watching my Animal Crossing ranking videos and subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!